roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Maher able to put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form. And pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys at 9-5 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. J-Ron Curse in on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Runs over it. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Elliott fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Zonovan Knight, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 38, Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Draw play, Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Prescott now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Prescott. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Eagle.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run with Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Sanders not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
Eagles 14. Cowboys 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. And I think the ball's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott forced out to his left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Up the middle they go. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From way up at the 23. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 142 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And an Eagle 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Hurts going to take this himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 52-yard return.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he will manage to get out of bounds here with the 1st down as they stop it with 27 seconds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. To throw. Into the hands of Sanders. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. They'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.